to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you, our guests, colleagues, friends. I'm not known for being speechless. I am known for being full of speeches and chapters and words, but I'm very grateful that there have been a number of others who have gone before me, because I am overwhelmed by the honors of this morning and this early afternoon. So I have to say thank you to all of you who are here. I want to begin by clarifying a couple of things in these words of welcome. You heard from Vidya that even the well-articulated and generous statements that were read are a little bit dated, because as of last night, I was honored with the title of Secretary General of the International Peace Research Association. And I want to say in regards to that, an answer to a question that Dr. Vidya Jain, Vice Chancellor Vidya Jain? No, we'll just say Dr. Vidya Jain mentioned in terms of her role here as host or as guest. And that is to say that really honored guest is the most important phrase from my point of view, because this is the first address I'm giving as Secretary General. It's really the first launch. Yes, we had a short moment with some of the other contributors of this book in Ahmedabad, but this is truly, just now, the first launch of this book. And there is no other place and no other company in the world, and I mean that literally, because we have colleagues from dozens and dozens of countries in every corner of the world, but there is no other place better suited to launch this book and to launch this moment than this room today with you. So in that context, Dr. Vidya Jain is not just an honored guest, is not just the co-editor of this volume, but for me, very much a guiding light in this work of looking at both contemporary, constructive nonviolence, not of the past, but of the future, and of connecting the peoples of Africa and Asia, the two most populous continents of the world, but also the places not just that have been overlooked, but that I believe from the global north have more answers than problems, more ideas, more constructive alternatives than we have yet figured out in the US, in Europe, and in the spots of the global north that may have some type of power, but a fading power. This is the place we need to come, and Dr. Jain is one of the people who, in my mind, is one of the leading voices we need to listen to in terms of how to survive as a planet in the future. I want to say that in the workshop this afternoon, Dr. Jain advised me, and I always listen to your advice. One, because you are wise and generous and kind, and also, secondly, because you're usually correct. It's a very good reason to listen to people, if you find that they're correct very often. But she said, let's be clear that language is an issue, and it's been discussed already here. So I am going to be very careful to speak in as thoughtful and also as slow way as possible, because I am in fact from New York, and I don't have many languages, and in fact I'm still working on getting English right. I like to call myself a specialist in doing English to English translations because of the many dialects and the many ways in which we talk. But I want to say that to me, figuring out how to communicate, be it through language or through art or through music, is our common struggle. So I'm going to try not to talk in my regular New York very, very, very fast English, but to talk in a more studied way and to listen, so that together in this workshop through this day and in the future of bringing people into this connecting of contemporary issues, we get to delve into what Satyagraha has to mean for us in 2019 and 2020 and beyond. It is a ship. We have launched it, but it's not just going from one place to another. It's circling around to bring us together. Thank you for having me here.